So, might as well go a little early. It is just about 6 p.m. on Monday, the 23rd of March 2020. Melbourne City will be in essentially lockdown for the virus starting from tomorrow. Let's instead fly down to Bendigo. This is a flight that is currently still happening. I think a little late compared to the real flight, but let's see the real one. All flights between, flip them around. There we go, on the way, on time. They've just taken off, they're heading down there. It's a Dash 8 300. You can see the cockpit of one just behind me there. We'll be flying the 400 because that's the only aircraft variant that we have for the Dash 8. Close enough. Hi there to Adam and to David Hancock's. I'll be flying with this flight plan. We have a zero fuel weight of 19.7 tons. We only have 19 passengers on. 19.7, calculate, send it through. And let's head over to the aeroplane. Here it is. Doors open, let's jump on in. Okay, batteries on. We've got an external power connection set. Waiting for this stuff to get moving.
Bank angle.
We'll do the tests and then we'll program the MCDU FMS. And a skid test complete. Hi there, Dodgeball 86. Going okay. Working at home for many weeks to come. Patrick started school holidays already, essentially. Most of the schools in both, I think, Victoria and New South Wales now on essentially school holidays, possibly for more than 2 weeks, possibly for more than 2 months. Who knows? The future is bizarre. Alright, flat plan coming out of Sydney. We have TSAT. Hello there, Toilet Inspector. I'm doing well. We had a police helicopter doing circles around my suburb for about the last hour and a half. Not sure what they're doing. Victor 169. There it is, number 12. All the way through to number 4. Airway again. Taking out the J42, number 4, all the way through to Albury, number 3, and then list again, airway, Whiskey 424, Number 7, all the way to SHT Shepparton. And then Telep. And then finally YBDG, Bendigo. Yeah, I did some work today. It was a very quiet day. Bizarrely quiet for a Monday. I have a feeling that our technicians are starting to ramp down, so they're actually reducing the amount of load that we have. We have a call center in Philippines or whatever, not currently running, so you know, it's getting a bit weird. Four-week holiday where you're not allowed to go outside or do anything except play on the computer. We've got a meeting with the Vatsim people, VatPack people I should say. The events team's looking at doing some extra stuff. Look at this, we have 19 passengers on today, very low yields. This aircraft can carry 75 people and we're taking 19. Cargo. Cargo is 345, 509. So there's a 0 fuel weight. Let's check that matches. It's overstated quite a bit actually. Yeah, good old bread and toilet rolls and canned anything. Right now, canned anything is basically impossible to find. So I haven't been buying canned anything. I've been buying fresh fruit and vegetables. I'm going to make myself some soup sometime tomorrow. Okay, alternate will be it's at 257. Holding fuel 178. Yeah, just the contingency fuel there 129. Fuel on board 2584. Set 22,356. Cool. Right there. Yep, of course you panic. Don't panic. And then they panic. It's pretty normal. Let's get a Bendigoans boarding. $19 people.
Flight slow. Pull up. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up.
Signs on. Test lights. Looking okay. Others. Brilliant. And brilliant. Resec fan is on. Let's grab the checklist before I do the walk around. Documentation is in. Batteries are on and checked. Bus tyres tied. D6 total power is on. Battery temperatures showing +8s and +10s. Safety equipment is on. Landing gear lights 3 green. And I'm going to check the standby. That's good. Circuit breakers. I'll check my side. Circuit breakers are all checked in. Good. Stall warning. That should be fine there. Cool. Okay, fire detection has been completed. Air bleed off, sorry. APU bleeders are off. We can start the APU, not quite yet. Here comes a Qantas minibus. Recirc is on, pressurization should be in automatic, and it is. Landing altitude 0. Emergency lights are armed. Fuel transfer quantity. So the transfer is off. Quantity 1290 in both tanks. Parking brake is set. Power and condition levers. Go disc. Yeah. Set. No steering is off and FMS is set. We'll need to crossfill. And I'll do the walk around. It's been trying to rain all day, hasn't it? Alright, from the front of the door we have an angle of attack sensor right there, which I'm actually able to click on. That's weird. Pitot probe and static port right next to the electricity port there. Quick squeeze at the landing gear, looking good. We'll look at it from the other side of this thing. Okay, landing looks great, no leaks in between, and the struts slightly extended. Tyres in good condition. Up the front we have some windscreen wipers. Another pitot probe, another static port, another angle of attack sensor, and the third pitot probe. Another static port halfway down the fuselage. That's the galley door. This is the emergency exit. Antennas are all in good nick. Alright, propeller spinner's looking okay. Is camber on tonight? I don't know. Not directly. You can still fly there. Okay, the wingtips are looking okay. Main landing gear. Tyres in good nick. So got the space between the two. Space is looking okay. Struts in good condition. No obvious leaks down here. Strake is looking okay. APU's in good nick, no obvious leaks coming out of there. Back of the tail, including the skid plate, is clear and still red, no scratch marks. Outflow valve is happy. Emergency exit door at the back. Okay, no obvious leaks on the strut. The strut's in good condition. All the joins are in the right position. Tyres are good. No leaks underneath the landing gear. No leaks underneath the engine either. Cowling is good and the doors are closed. Wingtips happy. Spitters in good nick. All the props. Intake door is out and there's no tags. Let's go in. Okay, ground crew has been alerted. Let's turn on some lights. Go ahead and chat to the ground. 126.25 the ATIS though.
Parallel departures in progress. Surface wind 130 degrees. 15 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Cloud few 3,000 feet. Broken 30,000 feet. Temperature +20. QNH 1024. On first contact with Sydney ground or approach, notify receipt of mic. Sydney terminal information mic. Expect instrument approach then independent visual approach when visual. Do not pass to assigned runway center line. Runway 16 left and right for arrivals and departures. Independent parallel departures in progress. Surface wind 130 degrees. 15 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Cloud few 3,000 feet. Broken 30,000 feet. Temperature +20. QNH 1024. On first contact with Sydney. Sydney terminal information November. Expect instrument approach then independent visual approach when visual. Do not pass to assigned runway center line. Runway 16 left and right for arrivals and departures. Independent parallel departures in progress. Surface wind 120 degrees. 13 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Cloud few 2,500 feet. Broken 30,000 feet. Temperature +20. QNH 1024. On first.
Okay, barometer 1024. Set. Let's have a chat to the guys on the ground. Livery 13338, sorry. Sydney delivery, Q-Link 407 requesting clearance to Bendigo.
Calling station, say again please.
Q-Link 407.
Calling 407, standby.
Hi there to Rocky Jet Melendez.
Q-Link 407, sorry for the delay, just making sure everything was set up. Cleared to Bendigo via planned routes. Sydney 1 departure, runway 16 right, maintain 3000, squawk 4451, and departures are on 124.4.
Q-Link 407 is cleared to Bendigo via the Sydney 1 departure, runway 16 right, initial climb at 3000, squawk code 4451, departures 124.4.
Q-Link 407, correction 407.
Sydney 1, 16 right, 5 plan. At some point we'll get a direct to
Sydney clearance delivery velocity 834. No, actually I don't know my call sign. Hold on, let me call back.
flight plan. I'm hoping my company survives and doesn't go into bankruptcy because currently I have a whole bunch of annual leave
Apologies,
and
clearance
sick
delivery
leave
velocity 832.
and
for
also
Melbourne requesting airways.
long service leave, as I have been working there for about 10 years and a week.
Velocity 832 today, cleared to Melbourne via Wollongong plan routes. Dina 7 Wollongong transition, runway 16 right, maintain 5000, squawk 4475, and departures on 124.4.
Just checking doors.
Cleared Melbourne via Wollongong planned route, Dina
Doors
7
closed.
departure, Wollongong transition 16 right, 5000 feet. Initially squawk 4475 departures.
Qantas 542, contact Sydney Tower 120.5 today.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Captain speaking from the flight deck. My name is Trent, and joining on the flight deck is YouTube. We'll be taking you down to Bendigo today as Qantaslink Flight 407. We welcome aboard the Qantas Airlines partners and those flying from Jetstar as well. In just a little while, we are taxiing out to the runway here at Sydney Airport and making our way down south to Bendigo in Victoria. Cabin crew will be coming through the aeroplane to ensure that everything is ready for our departure. I ask that you pay them your full attention as they do have an important safety message for you. That said, we do welcome you on board. Hope you enjoy the flight today on board our Dash 8 Q400 and have a very pleasant stay in the country town of Bendigo. Cabin crew, please prepare the aircraft for departure.
In 33, request push and start.
Velocity 832, do you have clearance for me?
Okay, before start checklist,
We
trims
got
are
clearance
set,
from delivery and got told to contact
doors
you.
and filling lights are out.
My bad, I didn't even know
Plus
delivery
the
came online.
signs.
All good then. Velocity
On.
832, push approved. Push approved 832.
Cabin report is received, flight deck door is locked, and the collision light
In
goes
that
red.
case, Velocity 878 contacts any delivery 133 decimal 8.
APU.
1338, Velocity 878 cheers. Velocity 838 contact, Sydney Tower 120 decimal 5, good day. 205, Velocity 838, good day.
G'day ground, Star 516 on Bravo, request Delta 57
Jetstar 516, welcome
APU is
to
ready,
taxi
on
by
generator.
Bravo, cross 25, Golf to the bay.
Bravo, cross 25, Golf to the bay, Jetstar 516.
The ground, you are clear to disconnect. Okay, GPU cancel. And also grab the uni link, grab the text. And there is no meta available for that. Cool. I have to do it manually. Let's get started. To the ground, Q-Link 407 at gate 19. Information November. Ready for engine start, won't be needing a bush.
Q-Link 407, engine start approved.
Bush approved, start approved, Q-Link 407. Okay, we're ready for engine start. Batteries, bolts, and APU bleeders off. Electricals on. +8, +9, and we're showing volts 26. We'll start engine number 2 first. Number 2 set to run. We're good at 19% coming up.
And velocity 832, we're ready, taxi 16 right. Velocity 832, taxi via Charlie 2, Bravo to the Bravo 2, holding point 16 right. Charlie 2, Bravo, Bravo 2, holding point runway 16 right, velocity 832.
And we have a good start, number 2. Select as out. Selecting number 1. (19) NH. Number 1 set. Good prop RPM. Start selected out. APU shutdown.
Jetstar 516, hold position.
Opposition, Jetstar 516.
So on the checklist. After start, external power is off, APU is disconnected, main bus tie goes off. Electrical panels after the condition levers are set to maximum.
Just at 516, give way to the Virgin 737 in front and continue taxi to the bay.
Give way to the Velocity 737 and continue taxi to the bay.
Props in the green. AC Gen 1, ACG Gen 2. APU is off. Batteries are good. DC buses are good.
Sydney ground, Qantas 453 is at domestic 1, requesting pushback and start.
Qantas 453, push
Alrighty, condition levers are set, auto feather is set.
So push approved, Qantas 453.
Hydraulics and pumps. Flaps 5, sorry, flaps 5. Checking rudder. Rudder's good to the left. Good to the right. Rudder still good on manual control, and the rudder can set. Same with the controls. Spoiler. And spoiler 2. Both spoilers. Yep, that's working okay. Just needed to grab the V-speeds. V-speeds are on the 22. We're above 20 degrees. Well, not actually. We're below 20 degrees. We're about 18 or so. It'll be 112, 117.
120.5, good day. 105, out.
And the climb out speed be 126. And 137. Okay, bleeds on minimum. De-ice pressure checked. Yankee S. How are you doing? More people on leave that they didn't want. 4451. And we'll turn that on. Cool. We'll do the weather radar once we've moved out a little bit. Our departure briefing is straight ahead up to 500 feet, then as radar vectors. City ground, Q-Link 407 is ready for taxi. Information at November. We're at gate 19.
Qantas 407,
Taxi 16 right, just again, you're breaking up pretty bad, it's 407.
Q-Link 407, taxi approach, holding point, way 65 block and Bravo.
Bravo to Bravo 2, holding point, 116 right, Q-Link 407. And we move out. afraid I don't know how cool X-Plane for mobile is. What I'm doing right now, however, I've got a yoke, I've got a joystick with a twist grip, I've got 6 paddles on my throttles. One of my paddles here is that. The other one is that. Got another one for that.
Ready to taxi 16 right.
Another one that does that.
Qantas 453.
Another one that does that. And one that does that. Look at that. Heaps and heaps of programs.
Sydney Grant, you're very broken, they're very scattered up. Bravo 2's holding point 16 right.
Okay, toga set.
Qantas 453, is this better?
Yeah, much better, 5x5 now. It was just very broken before.
Ah, stupid $10 Q-Link 407, give way to the Qantas 737-800 taxiing from right to left on Bravo 2.
Blake Pouzon from Vancouver in Canada. Good day. And Yankee S, a EMT. With a baby as well.
Sydney Brown, good evening, Qantas 454, I'm Bravo.
I'm doing well. I'll be working from home for a month or so.
Q-Link 407, give way to the Qantas 737 taxiing from right to left on Bravo 2.
Give way to the 737, the Q-Link 407.
Qantas 453, contact Sydney Tower 120.5, g'day.
You're going to the tower, g'day, thanks.
Q-Link 407, contact Sydney Tower 120.5, g'day.
I'll do 0.5, Qantas Q-Link 407.
Qantas 454, cross runway 25, continue on Bravo, Charlie 1 to the bay.
Close to 5, remember, Charlie 1 to the bay, Qantas 454, Qantas 454.
Thanks for pointing that out. Altitude still set to 0, should be at 3,000 feet. $3,000 is set, and the heading should be 155. Signs are in, taxi lights on. And probably want to run a checklist before we move out. Taxi brakes are checked. Takeoff warning test. Clear. That's working well. We are reducing almost all the way. RDC 85, 79, there we are. Your dampener is on, flight instruments are checked, 3,000 feet with the Q&H. Hydraulics are on, and your dampener is in, clearances are received, and cabin secure.
Qantas 453, concerns walking
Cabin
around
crew, cease for departure.
Roger, squawking mode Charlie now, something I forgot. Qantas 453, no worries at all, contact departures now, 123 days 10, g'day. 123.0, Qantas 453.
City Tower, Q-Link 407, ready at runway 16 right.
Q-Link 407, sign heading will be 070, runway 16 right, clear for takeoff.
Heading 070, runway 16 right, clear for takeoff, Q-Link 407.
And Q-Link 407, sorry, that was heading of 170.
Heading 170, cover that. is set. And radar on. Lights white. We are clear for takeoff. Cabin is secure. Control lock is removed. And we're going. Takeoff power set. 80. V1, rotate. V2. Positive rate of climb, gear up. And the climb speed.
Sydney Tower, Qantas 102 on the approach for 16 right.
Heading mode select.
Last station calling, just your call sign again. Actually, stand by. Qantas, correction, Q-Link 407, contact departures on frequency 123.0K.
1230, Q-Link 407.
And Qantas 102 established on 16 right.
Qantas 102, your call sign's coming up as 101. You can continue approach your runway 16 right. Controller change in progress. You'll get another tower control in a second.
1230 sat. On the heading. Power. MCL. City departures, Q-Link 407, climbing 3000.
Q-Link 407, City departures, g'day, you're identified, continue climb flight level 220.
Climb level 220, Q-Link 407.
And Q-Link 407, from President's heading, track direct, Canberra, plan route.
Track direct, Canberra, planned route, Q-Link 407. Flight level 220. That is set. Altitude select is set. And speed 210. Flaps up. Okay, after takeoff check. Landing gear up, flaps to 0, bleed set to normal, and climb power is set. We are cleared to a flight level, so barrow is set. 1013 across the board. Ice protection, we'll monitor that. Pressurization check. Yep, showing a DP of about 3.5. Standby hydraulics PTO are off. Fuel pumps are off and auto feather is off. Checklist complete. 10,000 feet. Nav mode selected. Got nice detection. What is Bendigo famous for? I think it's famous for gold mining at one point in its history. Not quite as famous as Ballarat, which had the Eureka Stockade, but you know, same kind of time frame. Geographically the centre of Victoria. 150 kilometres away from Melbourne. It's actually about an hour and a half from me driving in a car. So if I jumped in a car and drove for an hour and a half, we could be at Bendigo Airport to watch the Dash 8 take off. Yeah, Ballarat has the gold mining. The one in Ballarat is slightly more famous because of the Eureka Stockade incident that happened down there. Essentially, they almost had a rebellion because the taxation on gold was too much.
Qantas 453, contact Melbourne Centre now 125.0.
A bit of police brutality didn't go astray.
Roger, 125.0, Qantas 453, thanks.
We've got a full load of air traffic control on tonight. We've got Williamtown, Sydney, Canberra, and the two Melbourne centres. We also have Melbourne approach. I think they even have departures down there now. Just approach, tower, ground, and probably delivery as well. So yeah, it's a full house tonight.
All stations, Sydney broadcast information, Oscar now current to changes, wind 130 degrees, 10 knots, cloud view 2,500, broken 4,500, temperature 190, that's Sydney information, Oscar.
There's a few very nice buildings in the Bendigo. Never actually been myself. I've been to Ballarat once. I actually went to Ballarat the very first year that I lived in Melbourne, 2006. I went there and played an opera. Don Giovanni by memory. I went there with no rehearsal at all. I sat for about 1 hour of rehearsal and then we played it. So we did a 1 hour rehearsal in situation at Ballarat and yeah, played with the Victoria Opera Company, something like that, on tour. They had a trumpet player go sick and suddenly I was given a gig. That was fun. There's some stuff from Bendigo. Look at that. There's also that funny old Bible story about, what's the name? Shadrach, Meshach, and Bendigo. What does it say? Bendigo. I did some singing when I was younger. I would join the, what's it called? The Australian Youth Choir. I was there for a year, and then they sent me down to Bowral Boarding School for a music camp, which was the worst experience I've ever had in my life, and I never went back. But then I discovered the trumpet, and, you know, what a wonderful instrument that is.
Q-Link 407, contact Melbourne Citadel 125.0.
125.0, Q-Link 407.
Very flight 1630. 1630, thanks.
Level 10, Q-Link 407, flight level 220.
Q-Link 407, level 10.
That's a weird trumpet, that one. That's the piccolo trumpet in A natural trumpet. Got 4 valves on it. It's about half the length, just slightly over half the length of a normal B-flat trumpet that you normally get. So a lot of people play this for Baroque kind of music because it's kind of a different sound.
Close 453, contact 124.0.
The trumpet shall sound. Something like that. Hard to sing when you got coronavirus.
What is 843 start clearance available?
Ready to copy, Qantas 843.
What is 843, you recleared your present position, direct to 4E, then fire the 4E to Alpha arrival, runway 16 right, when ready to send flight level 190.
Bugle call for the horse racing. Let's have it on this end.
16 right, 4E to Alpha arrival.
That's a bit too high for me. Let's drop it down a key. That should be in a B-flat trumpet, or cornered even. Bugle needs to be an octave down. It's about a fourth down. We're out of icing. Let's drop them. Ciao, bravo. We've got some Twitch viewers. What's your name? Baravello61. Good to see you. I've been a music teacher in the past and I hated kids. Sorry. I should join a band again, and I was almost about to apply to join a band right after the Australian Nationals, so they could like join in at the end of their yearly cycles, but coronavirus. But you know what, maybe coronavirus is an opportunity. Maybe there's a band out there that's needing members, and if we start again over, because the Nationals were meant to be over Easter. It's a national competition that brass bands play pretty much every year, and it is, of course, like everything else in the world at the moment, cancelled. So maybe if I join after everything is not cancelled anymore, I'll be able to either join one of the brass bands, probably join one of the brass bands, get the cornered out. I know there's a brass band in Sunbury. It's a C-grade brass band, not the best brass band in the world, but you know, gotta start somewhere. The brass band I used to play in Sydney was the Southern Shire brass band. It was an A-grade brass band back in the day, but it's broken up. The people that were originally in it are no longer in it. So yeah, that's my intention. I was literally ready and raring to join a brass band a couple of weeks back, but you know, coronavirus. I think I'll still join it.
Quarters 843 for sequencing speed on descent 310 knots or greater until passing 8,000 feet.
Good one. Good one, Owen.
Quarters 843, 310 knots.
Ah, the Brefton Silver Band. I was in the Sutherland Shire Silver Band, which they eventually renamed to the Sutherland Shire Brass.
Quarters 843, you got it. I think you might just miss the one at 310 knots or greater until 8,000.
301 knots.
What I reckon we need to do is clean up our charts, and we'll need to set up for the approach into Bendigo. And we might even need to check out the meta down there. I'll compare it to the flight plans meta, or TAF. And no weather available. Funny. Okay, Vatsim has weather available. It is Bendigo. Automated weather system. 160 at 12 knots. You know what's better than that? We'll be getting the good old Ursa and ringing it on the telephone. Do I have my cell phone with me anywhere? Where the heck did I put my telephone? There it is. Here we go, Bendigo on the chart. Meteorological information. And that's the stuff I want to see. None of this Povo green text.
Automated Weather Information Service, Bendigo Airport. Time 0753 Zulu. Wind 130 degrees magnetic at 11 knots. Visibility 25 kilometers. Cloud clear below 10,000 feet. Temperature 16. Dew point 6. QNH 1024 hectopascals. Rainfall last 10 minutes nil. Automated Weather Information Service, Bendigo Airport. Time 07.
And that is the weather at Bendigo Airport. cruise power set. The only traffic on this frequency right now. Where is everyone? You need to be reasonably good at maths. No one ever said anything about physics, but physics is essentially an extension of maths. But you need to pass those tests. But you can't get away from maths in life. Might do your brain in, but you know, it's how it is. Ah, that's Ron Ralph. Yeah, with the old social distancing by flying simulated aircrafts around virtual Australia. This is a real flight that Qantas has announced that they're going to shut down in a couple of days. So I think there's today. I'm not even sure if they're flying this route tomorrow, to be honest. They might not be.
You expect a speed of fixed crossing time.
Look, we can try our best, but that sort of automation level is not available.
Hey, B plus is better than F.
Flight of 1630, no worries. Fairly straightforward.
B plus is in the middle of that curve, you know.
Estimate for Welsh on your GPS.
It's slightly above average.
Navigation you got there.
About average.
Cross
Slightly
Welsh
above
at time 10.
So you're not bad at maths, you just don't like it in your brain.
Let me know if you're
That's
unable.
fine. That's why we have calculators.
Just looking our estimate time for Welsh right now is time 10.
Flight of 1630, okay, thanks. And if you can maintain that crossing time, thanks.
We'll cross Welsh at time 10. Flight of 1630.
Yeah, well, C is the middle of the bell curve, I think. No, it's just on the back end of the bell curve. But B is right in the middle, and B plus is just ahead.
Contact center 124.0, good night.
124.0, but Qantaslink 407.
This is 8 Alpha arrival with runway 16 and down to 260, boss 838.
I had a couple of people call me after call velocity 838, but I didn't catch your call sign, so just go ahead with your calls again, sorry.
Melbourne Centre, g'day, X-Ray Tango Zulu. Descending through 6,500 for 4,000. We have airwork details as well, if you have time.
Could be landing at
X-Ray
21.
Tango Zulu, no problem, just give me 2 moments with the details.
Thanks a lot, X-Ray Tango Zulu.
And we will be flaps 10.
X-Ray Tango Zulu, shoot.
X-Ray Tango Zulu, airwork Latrobe Valley, surface to 6,000 feet, 20 nautical mile radius, ops normal, time 30.
X-Ray Tango Zulu, no problem, no reported observed traffic in the Latrobe Valley area. Report outbound Latrobe, inbound for Bendigo.
Just confirming Mangalore, but we will do Mangalore, report outbound Mangalore, X-Ray Tango Zulu.
That was what I meant, yes.
Thanks a lot, X-Ray Tango Zulu.
Jetstar 769, ready to go, Bravo 223.
Salt Inspector, plastic useless coins that actually did give him money.
769, runway 23, clear for takeoff.
Stuck into the vending machine.
Clear for takeoff,
Brilliant.
runway 23, Jetstar 769.
It's almost like using Monopoly money to do the vending machine. That's all right. Anyhow, we'll be approaching at flap 15.
Melbourne Centre, Qantaslink 407, flight level 220.
Q-Link 407, the controller gave me the wrong frequency. Approach 124.5 for the time being.
124.5, copy that.
Qantas 811 with you at flight level 200.
Canberra approach, Q-Link 407, flight level 220.
Q-Link 407, Canberra approach, good day.
Looking at that sun setting, will be pretty dark by the time we get to Bendigo, and it'll be night time as we turn it around and come back up. For Spilled Milk Run, I'll be flying my GA around Australia. We'll be using the Bonanza VTEL and be coming out of a place called Seven Spirit Bay, flying direct to Darwin. It'll be a VFR departure with an IFR pickup, IFR arrival into Darwin. Then we'll probably land in Darwin, put in a bit of fuel, then fly VFR departure out of Darwin and continue on south down to MKT. And that's what I'll be doing for Spilled Milk Run. Let's have a look at our arrival. Runway 17. We are coming in from the northeast, so it'll probably be November Golf. And the Arnova arrival, straight into runway 17. Runway 17 is 1,600 meters and we'll vacate at the end. That puts us on the old runway 17, backtracking. That's now taxiway Bravo. Crossing through, and we need to enter on, I think we can enter on Echo. RPT apron is right there between Echo and Foxtrot. Let's pop that in. Arrival, it's going to be runway 17, number 2. No star, but will be the Arnova approach, runway 17. And transition point is November Golf, number 3. Set. Alrighty,
Canberra approach, Romeo Yankee Lima, radio check.
Romeo Yankee Lima, Canberra approach, readability 5.
okay, menu of the crossfill, flight plan, set.
Canberra approach, Romeo Yankee Lima, requesting over clearance with Delta to Sydney.
Romeo Yankee Lima, you're cleared to Sydney via Colin and flight planned routes. Colin 1 departure, climb via Sid 10,000 feet, squawk 2160.
Clear to Sydney, Colin 1 departure, climb 1,000 and squawk 2160. Romeo Yankee Lima.
Romeo Yankee Lima, climb via SID 10,000 feet.
Climb via SID 10,000 feet, Romeo Yankee Lima.
Romeo Yankee Lima.
Just over camera down. I hope they do release this aircraft on 2020. It's a very wonderful aeroplane to fly. A little bit more hands-on than the other airplanes, really. No auto land on this thing, just doesn't have one. No auto throttle either.
Link 407, contact Melbourne Centre 124.0. Bye-bye.
124.0, Q-Link 407. Melbourne Centre, Q-Link 407, flight level 220.
Quebec 407, Melbourne Centre, good.
Correct, no auto throttle. It's a turboprop, so you don't get auto throttles on these things. You do have a FADEC, so there's a couple of detents you can place the rating in. So we're currently on what's called rating, which means it's flying whatever the detent is, which is currently 850 cruise power. So that essentially is always at the same torque, 68% at this flight level. That doesn't adjust itself up and down to maintain a speed, it's just sitting at that RPM the whole time. Hi there Bryce, how you doing? On Facebook. Indeed, we're heading down to Bendigo, Victoria. It's one of those flights that were a bit of a flash in the pan. They started, I think they introduced the flight in 2018 and it's I think the last day today. Thanks coronavirus for ruining yet another thing. Anyway, it's going to cross-fill the flight plan. That's done. And with that done, we need to hit nav. And the one after camera, it should be 9. Yeah, it's a very nice aeroplane to fly, the 400. Aaron Albury, SHT is Shepparton, and Tillip. I did want to zoom in on that, just to see where Tillip is.
Melbourne Centre, Jet Star 44, missing a radio check.
So, Tillip's right over the field. Alright, that makes sense. So we're coming into about that position there, and then we'll just enter that kind of a left-hand downwind. It's apparently no clouds down at Bendigo.
Just up 362, contact centre 125.0 south. 125.0.
Yeah, it's a normal cruise altitude. Its maximum service ceiling is flight level 250. Can't go any higher than that because of air pressurization. But yeah, 42,000 feet is the actual altitude that was filed by the real flight today.
Descend flight level 130.
flip them around.
Melbourne Centre, Qantaslink G'day, climbing through flight level 213 to flight level 240.
So there's the real flight, almost, he's on descent now I think. Going to be arriving there in about 12 minutes, and
flight
it was climbing, cruised at 22,000 feet, same as us. Same flight plan as us as well. Yep, so that's the real one. That's a Dash 8 300, not a 400, but you know, same diff. Same diff. Yeah, Mauritius in Bendigo. That's awesome.
Approximately 150 nautical miles away from Arby.
So we're going to request the VNAV out of VFMS at the moment.
Star 44, just confirming squawking mode Charlie and
we'll be wanting to
31, please.
Pass Golf at 24,000 feet.
Squawk mode Charlie 3131, just
It reckons 39,000 feet. I can do that. We'll do 17, the final approach fix. So VNAV, select, number 9, the final approach fix, set, set. We'll accept it's 23,300, which is 2330 at final approach fix, that's correct. Enter.
Bravo, Whiskey Sierra, Melbourne Centre, g'day. You can expect.
And I think we'll reduce the target V speed down to what, 1600.
I'll give you further climb momentarily. Roger.
Done. That's selected, and we now have a VNAV solution for descent. Let's see where that VNAV descent starts. 37 minutes, 184 miles out. It's a 3.07 degree glide path on the way down. Can't see the top of the descent in the view yet. There it is, just past Shepparton.
44.
That little circle is the top of the descent.
Flight level 410. Jetstar 44, just confirm that was flight level 400. Negative 410. Jetstar 44, just confirm your transition, so your QNH is set to standard 1013, I'm showing 400 on mine.
Thanks for that, Sean. I do like to explain things occasionally.
44, no problems. You're identified. Star clearance is the RB3 Alpha arrival for runway 16, descent flight level 250 when ready. Sorry, I dropped out.
Here's an hilarious thing about the Dash 8 400
RB3 Alpha arrival
is
for runway 16,
because both propellers are spinning in the same direction, I believe it is clockwise. As you add more power, the aircraft wants to spear off to the right more, so you need to add more rudder to offset the tendency of the aircraft to do that.
Bravo,
so the more power you add, the more right rudder you add, and the less power you have, the less right rudder you have. Until the point where you go to almost idle for the descent, and you've got the neutral rudder. Captain Company, good to see you. Okay, still got a fair way to go, but we might as well do the briefing because I can see the top of the descent on my screen. The briefing is we'll be flying the RNAV approach, runway 17 to Bendigo via the November Golf transition. Went to Bravo Golf at or above 2,400 feet. FMS wanted 3,300 odd, and then we'll enter India at probably about 3,900 Final approach fixed at 2,330. Minimum descent altitude is 1,190. Set that up now.
Velocity 838, descent flight level 130.
Flight 130, velocity 838.
Velocity 832, descent flight level 140.
Level 140, 832.
Let's go over to 449.
With you and requesting to be AFK for 5 minutes, please.
Velocity 820, welcome aboard and no problem.
Thank you, report me back, velocity 820.
Ah, you fly out of good old Bendigo.
And X-ray Tango Zulu with departure report.
X-ray Tango Zulu, stand by 2 moments.
You're practicing social distancing in the shower, Aaron. Now this aircraft is pretty amazing. If you look down here, we have QNH 1013, which I need to get down in the panel to see. QNH 1013 was showing 21,990 and a bit feet, whereas this is QNH 1013 22,000 feet exactly. And the reason for that difference is they are coming out of different static boards on the fuselage. This one here is on the left-hand side, and the other one is on the right-hand side, about halfway down the fuselage. So because of those two pitot static systems with different locations on the aircraft, they will, you know, read slightly differently.
We also have airwork details shortly.
X-ray Tango Zulu, no problem, go ahead with your details.
X-ray Tango Zulu, airwork Shepparton, surface to 2,000 foot.
Someone's fine at Shepparton.
Radius,
Nice.
Normal, time 4-5, traffic, sorry.
X-ray Tango Zulu, no problem, no reported or observed traffic on around Shepparton. Report outbound for Bendigo.
X-ray Tango Zulu, rule code, thank you.
So I can't exactly see the position of it, but I believe that is it there, in fact. Yeah, that's the standby position. So that's where the altimeter on the little center console coming from, and the altimeter from the other side is over here somewhere. Roughly there. Alright, so we've got more lights on than we probably need. I'm going to turn the wing inspection lights off, and maybe even logo lights. Let's go back outside, see what it looks like that. It's a good looking plane. My friend who flies these, well, the Dash 8 Q300 now for a living, actually been flying down to Ballarat. That's why Bendigo, sorry. That's why I decided to fly down here today, because it's like he let me know that it's the last flight down here coming up, and he's sad because it's his only real opportunity to get to Victoria, apart from going to Milkrun.
Got a 1580, contact Melbourne Centre 123.75.
Melbourne Centre 123.75.
Velocity 838, Centre 123.75.
Yeah, I might be able to fly Rex Regional, given the fact that they are, you know, probably not going to be around for much longer. I'm not exactly sure when I'll be flying Rex, but maybe in the week or next 2 or 3 weeks.
And velocity 832, center 123.75, please.
123.75, see ya.
Yeah, apparently Rex is going to have some major financial difficulties in the next couple of weeks.
Qantas 811, go ahead.
Qantas 811, star clearance is the Lizzie 8 Alpha arrival for runway
Ivan Belushi, I also agree. This is probably one of my favourite aircraft.
Level 200, report ready for descent.
This and the A321 are my favourites.
Lizzie 8 Alpha arrival, runway 16, will track direct to Lizzie and we'll report when we're ready to descend. Qantas 811.
I need to practice the Rex because my procedures for the Saab 340 are very lacking, and also the Saab 340 Carenado is, you know, pretty basic stuff. Not like this aircraft, which is just perfect in almost every way. The Carenado Saab 340 is just a little bit too basic. I don't like it much at all.
X-ray Tango Silver Top. Let's try and get a sequence going here. Jetstar 521, report your Mach number.
I've done regional flights before in West Australia.
767.
I flew one not long ago in the Quadripuff, the old 4-engine BAE 146.
Mach number, please.
Mach decimal 40, I'm also getting 20 nautical miles to Twisted.
Just confirm, was that 80?
84.
Qantas 10, no problems. Your star clearance is the Lizzie 8 Alpha arrival for runway 16, descent to flight level 350.
Flight level 320 for 340.
Aero Pelican, now you're coming out with the all kinds of crazy stuff. I don't think I've got the kind of aeroplane that Aero Pelican flies. Not sure if the sim has. Was it Embraer 120?
And the station that was calling, saying it.
Yeah, sorry for the step.
I think Carenado have one of those coming out, but I'm not sure it's out yet. Also, Carenado suck, so...
On occasion, Qantas 426, Melbourne Centre, gear.
Just don't like the Carenado aeroplanes.
Just 521, I'm just going to vector you for a little bit, so turn left heading 180 for sequencing.
Left heading 180.
The only reason that I have the Saab 340 is because I literally won it in the competition. So,
Kilo Romeo, Zulu, Melbourne Centre,
I said, you can win any Carenado product, and I said, oh, I'll get the Saab 340. And I haven't really flown it at all. Just don't like it. But I'll give it a go over the week, see if I can make it work.
And Sierra Alpha 420, are you still on frequency?
Melbourne Centre, affirmative, Sierra Alpha 420.
Awesome. Just Star 44, descent flight level 130.
Just coming up on Albury, which is the border with New South Wales and Victoria.
Jetstar 44.
The border is in fact the river. The south side, I think it's the north side of the river is actually the border. So the north side or the south side is the south side. So Victoria doesn't actually have any water in its border, technically. The water belongs to New South Wales and the Murray River. And that is the lake that's being dammed up. That's an artificially man-made lake, water catchment area. But technically the south end of that lake is the border of Victoria. Milkrun were good in their time, they're not really current anymore though, are they? They're like decades old. I don't have any installed at the moment. Might consider that E175, E195 though. That's a good looking aeroplane. I almost bought it the other day, but I just couldn't bring myself to.
Kilo Romeo Zulu, just report your current Mach number.
Throw the money.
Currently Mach decimal 805.
Kilo Romeo Zulu reduce, decimal 7.
Agreed, Coronado's a pretty low level,
Okay,
you know,
Mike
they make
Decimal
good looking
79,
aeroplanes that
Romeo
just don't fly properly. Don't have any of the system depth like this aeroplane does. Like this aeroplane, you literally have circuit breakers, and if I popped out one of these circuit breakers, something would go wrong with the aeroplane. Let's see, DI, so you can just pop that out. Unfortunately, it is a...
Just a 521, thanks. You can turn right track direct roomy, and once you've done that, your start clearance is available.
Do a lot of damage on that panel.
Turn right track through roomy, go ahead, just so 521.
Just a 521, start clearance. Lizzie 8 Alpha arrival for runway 16, descend flight level 260 when ready.
Lizzie 8 Alpha arrival, runway 16, when ready, descend flight level 260.
787, yeah, why not? One of these days.
Hello, Melbourne Centre, just start 527 with you on climb flight level 360.
Just start 527, Melbourne Centre, g'day. Qantas 10, you can descend flight level 250 when ready.
And ready down to 250, Qantas 10.
Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea, Sean. Just not really buying anything until 2020 comes out. Yeah, the 787's another one of those airplanes that I almost not really like. Like there's a few, you know, the core top A+ level add-ons. This is one of them. The Mad Dog MD-88, BMDG 73, BMDG 74, 777. That's pretty much it, isn't it? Air-to-air products, of course, notwithstanding.
Kilo Romeo Zulu, I'll get you to decrease decimal 78, please.
Not a problem, we'll do Mike Decimal 78, Kilo Romeo Zulu.
Yeah, maybe it's time to do a Milkrun in the 787, like back in the good old days when Jetstar used to fly Sydney to Melbourne in the 78. No, I don't know a decent A350, and I don't know of anyone in development either. Certainly not for this sim. Forgot the labs. A320, A321, of course. In fact, A321 might beat this one out for top position.
Bravo with
It's very close. Might be 321, this thing, and then 320, just under that. Call sign should be just below me down here. Q-Link 407.
Sydney Press today, Golf Romeo 516, fastening 3000 to 5000.
Golf Romeo 516. Just confirm where you are, sorry.
Emirates 431. I'm afraid they don't do the 787 flights from Sydney to Melbourne anymore. Certainly not now. Don't know when the last one was actually. Would have been even last year.
124 decimal 4, you were close. Frequency 124.4.
Got ya, thank you. 1244.
Melbourne Centre, velocity 820, we're back on duty.
Velocity 820, thanks very much.
My golly, there was one on March the something or other.
And Jetstar 523, start clearance available.
March the 18th, Wednesday.
Jetstar 523,
Sydney Melbourne
start clearance,
787. Look
Alpha
at
arrival
that.
for runway 16.
Alright, you got me
Ready
convinced.
descent
We'll fly that
level 250.
next Vanilla Milk Run in 2 weeks' time.
Melbourne Centre, Tigos 264.
Clear the Lizzie 8 Alpha arrival.
Next international flight we'll be doing is cross the pond in the Boeing 747
just confirmed descent flight level
and that'll be on the
ready.
4th of April.
And we will descend to flight level 250 when we're ready. Jetstar 523.
Jetstar 523, thanks. Break, Tigos 264, Melbourne Centre, gear day.
264, g'day, and sorry about that, didn't realise there was someone calling.
So yeah, sitting to Melbourne on the 787 Jetstar.
G'day, Qantas 477, follow 360.
I think that'll be our next one.
477 Melbourne Centre.
Next city to Melbourne.
Melbourne Centre, Jetstar 44, request further send. Jetstar 44.
Assume we haven't gone insane then, because I would have been working at home for 3 weeks by the time that happens.
27, contact approach 132.0. Send 9,000 feet, QNH 1027 and approach 132.0, just 44, g'day.
Melbourne Centre, g'day, Korea 9622, flight level 340.
Korea 9622, Melbourne Centre, g'day.
Yeah, it was gone in 20 seconds. You can actually see the replay of my entire live stream. I live streamed from just before the first slots open until just a little bit after I got mine. So you can watch it live. Mass prison break in a Samoan prison. Which Samoa? Western? Yeah, there has been 787 Sydney to Brisbane. I think it was Brisbane Sydney rather than the other way around, but
Bravo, Whiskey Sierra Top.
it wasn't common. Had to be there at the beginning of the slots. They went in about maybe 2 or 3 minutes. All of them gone.
Center, Qantas 142, with you, flight level 300.
I just clicked up the top wherever that was. I was trying to get something at 1100 Zulu or as close to it as possible, and I got like 12 something or other. I was literally, as I was moving my mouse up to click the position, I was seeing them disappear as we went through. Like 11, 11, 15, 11, 20, 11, bang, 1204. Time at Bendigo will be 0903. That's current real actual time as well. Yeah, watch my replay. There were 4 events. I got to see the first and the second one go through, and then I actually picked one on the second attempt, a Rome to Miami, and then we sat about talking about me wanting to actually, you know, fly out of Amsterdam on the 747. So we kind of sat there for an hour, and then we dropped the Rome to Miami maybe 2 minutes before the slots open for Amsterdam. And yeah,
Velocity
got a point.
879 with you. Velocity 879, Melbourne Centre, good. Aussie 813, star clearance available.
Very good, star clearance.
Aussie 813, star clearance. Lizzie 8 Alpha arrival for runway 16, descent flight level 260 when ready.
Lizzie 8 Alpha arrival runway 16 and when ready descent flight level 260, Aussie 813.
Melbourne Centre, Qantas 1611 with you at approaching 360.
Qantas 1611 Melbourne Centre, good day.
Yeah,
Yeah, Melbourne Centre, g'day. It's Qantas 1952, approaching 35,900 for 38,000.
Qantas 1952.
And X-ray Tango Zulu with departure report.
Funny. Dangerous airports. You mean Wuhan? That's funny.
Qantas 65, contact center 125.0 south.
Melbourne Centre 125.0, Qantas 65, thank you and good night.
And X-ray Tango Zulu, go ahead.
X-ray Tango Zulu departs Shepparton, climbing through 2,800 for 4,000. Estimating Bendigo time 50.
X-ray Tango Zulu, no problem. Airwork at Bendigo or just touchdown?
We will have the airwork details in just a moment, so we'll just get it set up.
No problem, let me know once you're ready, and also once you're on the ground Bendigo, you can call for cancellation of Starwatch.
Thank you very much. X-ray Tango Zulu.
Velocity 820, star clearance available. Velocity 820, star clearance available.
Melbourne Centre, g'day. Qantas 441 with you, maintaining flight level 360.
Qantas 441, Melbourne Centre, g'day.
Melbourne Centre, velocity 815, flight level 350.
Velocity 815, Melbourne Centre, g'day.
Melbourne Centre, good evening, Qantas 1065, maintaining flight level 340.
That's 1065, Melbourne Centre, g'day. Velocity 820, Melbourne Centre.
Velocity 820, go ahead.
Velocity 820, your start clearance is the Lizzie 8 Alpha arrival for runway 16. When ready, descend flight level 250.
Roger, Lizzie 8 Alpha for 16 when ready, 250, velocity 820.
Qantas 10, give centre a call now 125, apologies 123.75 south. Qantas 10, Melbourne Centre.
Qantas 7, Melbourne Centre, go ahead.
Qantas 10, contact centre 123.75 south.
12375, go ahead.
Centre, Qantas 477 request.
Qantas 477, shoot it.
Qantas 477 request, descend port level 320.
Qantas 477, no problems, descend amended flight level 320.
Descend port level 320, cheers, Qantas 477.
Konnichiwa.
Korean Air 9622 for sequencing, turn left heading 180.
Turn left heading 180, Korean Air 9622.
Qantas 1952 for sequencing, turn left heading 180.
180, Qantas 1952.
Jetstar 521, contact centre on 123.75 south.
123.75, Jetstar 521, good night.
And X-ray Tango Zulu with airwork details.
X-ray Tango Zulu, go ahead.
X-ray Tango Zulu, airwork Bendigo, ETA still 50, surface to 1,000 feet, 20 nautical mile radius, ops normal, time 35, we'll be shortly going direct to Bendigo, November Dolphin.
X-ray Tango Zulu, no problem. Traffic is going to be a Q-Link -8 inbound for Bendigo, estimating the hour.
Copy the traffic, thanks for that, X-ray Tango Zulu, and we'll be tracking direct now to Bendigo, November Golf.
X-ray Tango Zulu, no problem. And just confirm it was up to 5,000 or 4,000?
Up to 5,000 feet, we'll try and stay at 4. It's for the RNAV 17.
Quebec 407, traffic inbound Bendigo is going to be X-ray Tango Zulu conducting airwork between surface to 5,000, trying to stay below 4,000. He estimates time 50.
Quebec 407, copy.
Kilo Romeo Zulu, star clearance available.
Kilo Romeo Zulu, go ahead.
Kilo Romeo Zulu, star clearance, Lizzie 8 Alpha Bravo.
Okay, private, we will be arriving at the hour +3, so it'll be 0903.
Lizzie 8 Alpha
about 20 minutes from now.
260, Kilo Romeo Zulu. Melbourne Centre, Jetstar 769, back with you.
Jetstar 769, welcome back.
Dome light off.
Melbourne Centre, good day, Jetstar 522, we have level 310.
Jetstar 522, Melbourne Centre, good day.
Calling this the
Ben Pine.
Sierra Alpha 420, contact Canberra approach now 124.5.
124.5, Canberra approach, Sierra Alpha 420. Thank you very much. Have a good evening.
Green Air 9622, report current Mach number.
We are using vPilot and also, what's that thing called?
Decimal
FLAI.
839, Green Air 9622.
FLAI.
And X-ray Tango Zulu, shortly getting the top of the descent, will be descending down to 2,400 from 4,000.
X-ray Tango Zulu, break killing 407, do you copy?
407, say again. Killing 407.
Killing 407, did you copy X-ray Tango Zulu?
407, negative.
He's on his descent 2,400.
407, thanks.
Just R523, contact centre now 123.75 south. 123.75. Qantas 426, star clearance available.
Qantas 426, just stand by for a second, I will contact.
Centre, good day, Lima Tango Alpha, fly level.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Captain speaking from the flight deck. We're about 20 minutes out from Bendigo, at this stage, and we do anticipate setting our seatbelt sign in about 10 minutes from now. Looking a lot down in Bendigo today, we have a temperature of 16 degrees Celsius and a little bit of scattered cloud, but a lot nicer weather than it was in Sydney. Once again, we thank you for flying with us on Qantaslink. We hope you enjoyed the flight down into Bendigo today, and hope you have a very pleasant stay. Cabin and crew, please prepare the aircraft for the arrival.
Green Air 9622, thanks for that. You can turn right track direct to Rumi. You're currently 7 nautical miles to the east And produce mark decimal
Of course.
81 for sequencing, please.
We have one spilt milk run a month.
Track direct to Rumi, mark decimal.
And every other time
81,
is
96.
Melbourne, City, Melbourne, City, Melbourne, City, Melbourne, City, Melbourne, City, Melbourne.
Qantas 1592, reduce mark decimal 80, and you can expect that turn in 2 minutes.
Yeah, was that 1952 or 1592? Qantas
1952 it was for you.
Okay, so what was the instructions?
Reduce mark decimal 80, and you can expect your turn to Rumi in 2 minutes.
Copy at point 80 at the moment, expect turn in 2 minutes, Qantas 1952.
And Sandy, good day, Golf Romeo 516 is with you, just approaching flight level 340.
Golf Romeo 516, Melbourne Centre, good day. Tigos 264, contact centre 125 decimal 0. Tigos 264, Melbourne Centre.
Tigos 264, go ahead.
Contact centre 125 decimal 0.
Centre on 125 decimal 0.
The next milk run is the Darwin milk run, and the one after that is the 787.
Qantas 477 request.
477.
Just want a bit better wings. Any chance flight level 300?
Yeah, you can go 300 if you'd like.
Alright, so descend flight level 300, Qantas 477.
Centre, can you repeat the last Qantas 142, please?
Qantas 142, centre 125 decimal 0, please.
Centre 125 decimal 0, Qantas 142.
Bravo Whiskey Sierra, contact centre 125 decimal 0.
125, Bravo Whiskey Sierra. Qantas 426, stick to the flight deck for a minute.
Qantas 426.
And Senate Aussie 830, if we can understand, we've got traffic off to about 11 o'clock. Are we in any conflict with them?
813 negative, you're descending it to a different level, and you can contact centre on 123 decimal 75.
123 decimal 75, good night, 167, 26, yeah.
Bye. And Qantas 1952, thanks for your patience. You can turn right track directed to Rumi.
Track direct to Rumi, Qantas 1952.
Melbourne Centre, Qantas 407, requesting descent.
Queuing 407, when ready, descend flight level 130, traffic is still as previous.
And then down flight level 130, Qantas 407.
Melbourne.
Okay, that's set.
Melbourne Centre, Bravo Victor Mike, passing 4,000.
VNAV select.
Departed.
Altitude select.
Bravo Victor Mike, Melbourne Centre, G'day, just report your estimated time for Whiskey Alpha Mike.
Melbourne Centre, velocity 820 with left flight level 380.
Velocity 820, thanks, break, velocity 879, contact centre 125 decimal 0.
Contact center 125
no pitch.
decimal 0, velocity 870.
Velocity 815, contact centre 125 decimal 0.
125 decimal 0, velocity 815.
Just south 522, contact centre 125 decimal 0.
125, just south 526. Centre, Compass 591, with you on climb flight level 240.
Compass 591, Melbourne Centre, g'day, climb flight level 260.
260, Compass 591.
Carry on descent.
Qantas 4, district up. Just south 527, start clearance available.
527 go.
Just on 527, start clearance Lizzie 8 Alpha arrival for runway 16, descent flight level 250 when ready.
Lizzie 8 Alpha arrival runway 16, when ready, descent flight level 250, just star 527.
Melbourne Centre, good evening. Velocity 8901 is with you, climbing to flight level 370.
Velocity 8921, Melbourne Centre, g'day. Just 769, contact centre 125.0 south.
1250, just 769, g'day.
Melbourne Centre, Qantas 252 with you.
Qantas 252, Melbourne Centre, g'day.
Melbourne Centre, Jetstar 605.
Seatbelt signs on.
Jetstar 605, Melbourne Centre, welcome aboard. And Qantas 477, star clearance available.
Okay, Qantas 477.
Okay, checklist.
477, Lizzie 8 Alpha
Descent checklist, pressurization.
16, descent flight level 260 when ready.
Lizzie 8 Alpha arrival runway 16,
let's see.
260, Qantas 477.
Threshold is 691.
Velocity 820, contact centre 123.75.
12375, thank you, good night, Velocity 820.
See ya. And Kilo Romeo is all the same to you, 123.75, bye bye.
Okay, pressurization set,
123.75,
EGPWS
Kilo Romeo,
flap,
see you
set
later.
15. Briefing's completed, MSA set, speeds and DH is set. Set checklist is complete.
Qantas 1952, reduce mark decimal 77 for sequencing. Qantas 1952, Melbourne Centre.
Yeah, Melbourne Centre, reduce speed to 0.77, Qantas 1952.
1952, thanks.
Hayden German Airport, Bali X works fine in P3D version 4.5.
Qantas 1065, report your Mach number, please.
Melbourne Centre, Qantas 1065, Mach decimal 82.
Qantas 1065, thanks. Reduce Mach decimal 7 and 9 for sequencing, please.
Decimal Mach 7, 9, Qantas 1065.
Melbourne Centre, g'day, Qantas 467, heavy with you, flight level 380, g'day, Cutie.
Qantas 467, Melbourne Centre, g'day, hello X.
If you want Cantonese, you need to travel to Hong Kong. That's where they speak it. Hong Kong, Macau, and Guangzhou.
At Melbourne Centre, Jetstar 605, request to disconnect from the network. Gotta do some stuff, and anyway, Avalon seems to be out of control at the moment anyway as well. So, yeah. Thank you for the service so far, and stay safe to each and every one of you.
Just 605, yeah, you're allowed to disconnect if you want. Have a good one.
Thank you, good evening, stay safe everyone.
You too.
1000 to run.
Qantas 426, contact centre on 123.75.
Qantas 426, contact centre 123.25. 123.75, Qantas 426, goodbye.
See ya. Bravo Victor Mike, just confirm your current level.
Sorry, Bravo Victor Mike.
Bravo Victor Mike, just confirm your current passing level.
Bravo Victor Mike passing 7,200, climbing 9,500.
Bravo Victor Mike. Understood. Would you like flight follow?
Cabin crew, please be seated for landing.
Bravo Victor Mike.
Qantaslink 407 is at 13,000.
Qantaslink 407, leave control area on descent, no reported of, so traffic is X-ray Tango Zulu in the circuit area at this stage. Report on the ground, cancel salvage.
Good, leave control area on descent and cover the traffic. Estimating circuit time 03, Qantaslink on 407.
Center, Jetstar 610, flight level 350.
Jetstar 610, Melbourne Center, good day. Compass 591 for sequencing, turn left heading 140.
Let's head into the CTAP.
For Compass 591.
Lima Tango Alpha for sequencing, turn left heading 160.
Left 160, Lima Tango Alpha.
Go from me, 516, sequencing, turn left heading 180, please.
IAS mode, and we'll increase that speed up a little. Power come back. Traffic, Bendigo, Qantaslink 407-8 Q400 is descending out of 12,000 feet. We'll be joining the Arnev approach runway 17 from position November Golf. We'll call overhead November Golf on the inbound on the base runway 17. Traffic Bendigo.
Traffic Bendigo, X-ray Tango Zulu, Legacy clear from runways, traffic Bendigo.
Okay, 10,000 feet, lights are on. Altimeter 1024. Yeah, we've got UK 2000 Gatwick. There's the base. Genesoft looks a bit better, doesn't it? It does indeed. Speed back to 180. Traffic Bendigo, Qantaslink 407 is turning base runway 17. Okay, we're looking to descend down to 2,300. (2,300) altitude select. take approach mode. The scenery is just the default stuff from Orbix version 2. That's FTX Orbix Australia version 2. This comes with it there. Nothing much special, but the colour works. Traffic Bendigo, QLink 407 is final runway 17 at 5 miles. Runway's in sight. I think you're coming down. My aircraft. Okay, reduced NTOP.
2500.
Set. It's 170 knots, flaps 5. I was going to return, but it's pretty late. We'll get back at about 10 p.m, something like that. We're in quarantine. It's not like I'm going anywhere tomorrow. I am working though. I need to wake up at about 6:30 in the morning and just walk into this room and sit down and start working. It's insane. Flaps 10, speed check. We'll see how we go when we land. Just about the centerline.
1000.
Yeah, landing checklist. Landing you down 3 green. Flaps set. Spoilers in flight. And it's on a minimum. Ignition levers a maximum and bleeds are set. That's right, don't even need to get dressed for work, just drop out of bed and start working. None of these hour-long journeys into the city on a train.
500.
Stable.
Minimums.
Continue.
Too low, flaps. Too low, flaps.
Flap 15.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
276. Where's the click spot? It's around here somewhere. There it is. Flaps coming up. Traffic Bendigo, Qantaslink 407 vacated runway 17. Okay, our landing control lock is in, and collision light is red. Flaps are up. With the radar standby. Fuel pumps can go off. And they are. Flight taxi to taxi. Ice protection off. Main bus tied. Yaw dampener off.
Bendigo traffic, X-ray Tango Zulu Legacy, taxis runway at 17 for a departure of Swan Hill, traffic Bendigo.
See coming out of Alpha. Delta. Yeah, we'll be coming out of Delta. Traffic at Bendigo, Qantaslink 407 to enter at Delta. Other traffic at Bendigo, just checking if you're on Delta taxiway or not.
X-ray Tango Zulu, we'll taxi past you.
Copy.
I've got the old scenery, so I'll try to do my best.
How is the Majestic when single engine taxi? That's a good question that we should probably answer. Okay, air conditioning off on 1. Yeah, we'll remove 1. So position 1, bus tyre set, generator 1 off. And we will begin the shutdown process on number 1. Set, and it's 30 seconds at least. It's time to move out, I reckon. Now you do need a little bit of tiller to make sure that you don't spin away from the live engine.
Traffic Bendigo, X-ray Tango Zulu, taxiing behind the dash 84 runway 17 for a north departure towards Shepparton, traffic Bendigo.
Turn up there. And that's past 30 seconds, so I can shut down number one.
X-ray Tango Zulu enters runway 17, backtracking, traffic Bendigo.
As you can see, it's nicely under control under a single engine. How can I see anything? Not very easy, but I can see that those buildings are over there. Parking brake is set. And we'll begin the shutdown of number 2.
Traffic Bendigo, X-ray Tango Zulu, rolls runway 17 for departure of North Swan Hill, traffic Bendigo.
OBS Studio Q400 reporting on the ground at Bendigo.
Qlink 407, thanks so much. Terminates Bendigo time 14.5. Have a good one.
Qlink 407.
Melbourne Snowy, Compass 123, very good evening, sir. We are at Hobart and we're
Continuum and Barillo 61. Alright, we've run the engine for the cool down period. Let's shut it down. And we have 1 hour and 29 minutes on the clock. Cabin crew, descend-dos. Thought we could get more light than that. Oh well. Hi there, Continuum. Good to see a few people over there on the Twitch channel. So, do we want to return or not? Because that was a pretty intense 2 hours, and it's going to be another 2 hours to get back. 10:30 PM. It's a bit of commitment, isn't it? And right now my commitment is to be asleep. That's where I want to be. I will listen to you guys. Do you want to return or not? Who wants to return? Who doesn't? We are in quarantine after all. We can probably manage it. That's 1 vote for going. 2 votes for going. We'll start the preparations. Okay, Qlink is at 408. Just need to flip the cities around. Not many people on this flight. It's going to be 8. System error while accessing a Lockheed Martin blah blah blah. The system had issues. We've lost GSX. Alright, that's fine. Sean Ralph says, Alan Joyce says we don't have a choice. We're a pilot. You either work or you get fired, furloughed, put on reserve forever. Right, so we've logged in. Let's drop that. We did have a flight plan here. There it is. Yeah. It's great when you crash the window trying to pull it out. There it is. Done. I'm not sure when the training will come, and I'm not even sure if it's much use to us. Mostly because, you know, it's essentially a sim builders thing. So we're going to have one person, two people at the front, two people in the middle, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5 people in the back. Let's see how that goes. Yep. Brilliant. How much fuel do we need? It's going to be 2339. And a trip fuel of 951. Sending the data. Done. Alright, so 10%. Let's get these numbers in. That's right, we can't load passengers. Navigation mode, you select the 2, you select waypoint number 99 direct, that'll remove the flight plan. Same thing over here. 99, set. What we do want is flight plan coming out of YBDG. Accept. Yeah, we're flying back. TLEP direct to SHT, which is Shepparton. The Whiskey 424, which will be under the list Airways, number 2. All the way to Albury, number 2. I just want to brighten up the screen as such. There we go. From Albury, it is another airway, list Airways, Whiskey 817, number 14. Self-built Q400 cockpit. You know what? That's a pretty awesome idea. I like that. Number 4, Zach Mir, and Whiskey 113. Into TESAT number 3. YSSY. Sorted, accept. Looking for fuel data. Page first. It'll be 0 fuel weight 18515. Then of these numbers, alternate 471, it's all the way up to Williamtown. The holding 257. Extra contingency is only 95. There we go. Fuel on board is 2339. Set. 20,000, 21 really. Let's look at our departure. Be flaps 5, I do believe. Yep. Flap 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 7. We'll call it 6. It's extra 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the takeoff speed 108. And 115, 16, 17, 18. Just adding 3 to interpolate between the 20 and the 28. 22 and 28. That's cool. Is it 20 or 28? It's 20. Cool. So the 20 will be 123. And the V climb 131, 234. Set. I'm happy with that. TCAS is standing by. Let's check the doors. Alrighty, let's close that up. No GSX to help us, so it's a simple turnaround. Storm light's coming off. Over here you want to go menu, so again, flight plan menu, cross fill, the flight plan and the fuel. Clear that message. Alrighty, let's check out our departure. There isn't one, so it's just climbing up to 8,500, which is the E lower level. We'll make it 8,000, so we stay outside of controlled airspace. 8,000 is set. This does indeed have an APU, which we should have been using instead of the ground power, but we'll set up the APU now. Bleeds are off. Still waiting for that APU to come up. We actually don't need the APU to start the engines. It can start off battery power quite happily. Captain Comedy having breakfast. Okay, we're cleared up. Make an announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the captain speaking from the flight deck. My name is Trent. Joining me on the flight deck is YouTube. We'll be taking you over to Sydney today as Qantaslink Flight 408 on board our Dash 8 Q400. We do welcome you on board on this rather lightly patronised flight up to Sydney, New South Wales. Flight time today is just under 1.5 hours. We thank you for flying with us on Qantaslink and do hope you enjoy the flight up to Sydney. Cabin crew, please prepare the aircraft for departure.
Up to 7,000.
Come over the CTAF for a little while. CTAF is 119.3. That's set. Cool, initial climb is set. We'll chuck in the flight directors. And checklist. Okay, battery's on and checked. Main bus tie is tied. DC external power is not on, but we do have the APU running. Bus voltages, just checking them now. Got the APU generator showing 76, that's fine. Battery temps showing +3s and +5s. Circuit breakers are checked in. Just one last double check to make sure it's all there. Yep, I'm not seeing anything obviously out of place. Bleed air 1 and 2 off. APU bleeds off. Recirc fan is on. Pressurization. Yeah, it's good for the takeoff. Emergency lights armed. Right there. Fuel transfer is off. Right there. Quantity showing 1165 both takes. Parking brake is on. Power and condition levers are set. Nozzle steering off. FMS is set. Takeoff and departure briefing. Haven't done that yet, but we'll do it now. Okay, we're at Bendigo. We'll be taxiing out to runway 17 via Alpha, entering at Alpha and then backtracking all the way through to the turn. We have a 1,600 metre long runway. Safety speeds are 80 knots, and then the V1 speed is shown 108, at which point is the rotation. We'll establish a climb out speed at 134, and we can retract the flaps once we pass 123. Initial climb is 8,000 feet, and I'll set that up. And we'll make a CTAF call and a call out to centre once we have the engines running. Okay, takeoff departure briefing completed. Before start checklist. Trims. Just a touch of the right side there. Door and fueling lights. All green. Passenger signs on. Cabin report received. Flight deck door is locked and the collision light goes to red. APU is off the bleeds and the batteries are ready for start. And we're on CTAF. Traffic Bendigo Q-Link 408 is a -8 Q400 at the RPT apron. We'll be starting engines to taxi out to runway 17. Traffic Bendigo. Okay, we have the lights going. And we'll start up number 2. 8:30 on the dot. Start feather set. Can't see much. That's a good start on number 2. Waiting for the start light out. Aviad 997, g'day. We're starting number 1. We're looking at 90 sets. Go. And starter select. is out. And we'll start it up. And we are at full power. Showing AC generator 1 and 2 are on. Good. APU shutdown. Number 1 DC. And that would be the parking brake. Cool. Not sure why I'm missing the DC. DC bus, volts are set. Let's go flaps 5. Got it. Cool, we're clear. Let's have a chat to the guys on Melbourne Centre.
So much.
Red Team control area descending, and we'll call you the ground. Oscar Julia Bravo.
Melbourne Centre, corner 733, flight level 340.
Quarter 733 Melbourne Centre, g'day.
And Emirates 448, you should have got my flight plan there, hopefully.
Melbourne Centre and all stations Bendigo, Q-Link 408 taxis, runway 17 at Bendigo, 11 POV.
Swiss 289, thanks and welcome back. Break Q-Link 408. Melbourne Centre, g'day, no reported observed traffic surrounding Bendigo, SWAT 4451.
SWAT code 4451, Q-Link 408. Alright, cleared to move out. Before we do that, there is a checklist.
I've got your flight plan standby for clearance.
After start, external power disconnected and off, main bus tie goes off. Electrical panels checked, condition lever is maximum, auto feather is white, fuel pumps on, hydraulics are checked, flaps 5 with the speeds.
Q-Link 493 Delta, established on final for runway 35.
Checking right and left and
Q-Link
right.
493 Delta, runway 35, cleared to land.
Well,
Winds
someone
0
off.
2 degrees at 16 knots.
And 2 together.
Clear to land, runway 35, Q-Link
Right,
493
that's it.
Delta.
Quarter 72, contact centre on 125.0.
While we're at it, we can do this too.
125.0,
See ya. And Qantas 88, contact centre 123.75.
Both off.
123.75, Qantas 88.
And both in.
Lead deviating to the left of track to make a direct entry position for the gateway.
All good to go. No steering on.
Qantas 1580, Melbourne Centre, g'day.
Leads on minimum. They are indeed on. DRS pressure tech. Checked. And transponder set. Now ready to move. Taxi with the brakes, takeoff warning test. Elevator trim is good. Flaps at 5. That's set.
Urban Centre, Qantas 437, passing flight level 330, climbing to 340.
Qantas 437, Melbourne Centre, go. And Emirates 448 Star, your clearance is available.
Emirates 448, go ahead.
Emirates 448, you're cleared.
Not getting a relief off the takeoff. Got the gear down, we've got GPWS 10, we've got flaps 5 for takeoff. Yes, that's it. Well, window heat, that's out of ISO. That's a mystery. What is missing? We have the flaps. Okay, I'm just going to recycle the flaps up and back again. Flaps 5. Set. Something's not right. What's it? It's nothing like that, is it? No. Is it that? It is that. I had to push all the way forward. There we go. Test is cleared. We get to move. Traffic Bendigo. Q-Link 408 is taxiing a runway 17 via Delta Alpha. Turns out that even though I'd moved my physical throttles all the way forward, they're actually sitting one click too far back. Very strange. Found my line. Yeah, it's prop RPM. We were in 8, was it? Wasn't the 850, 900 instead of 1020. I physically pushed my levers all the way forward, but that didn't work. Okay, we're on the parallel taxiway. We will turn on the radar. Radar test complete. Recycle. And on. terrain on my side, set. Okay, taxi checklist, brakes have been checked, takeoff warning is set, takeoff power is set. Flight instruments are checked when we have the flight director, yaw temperature goes on. Clearances not applicable, and we'll contact the cabin for the lineup. Cabin crew, seats for takeoff. Okay, lineup check, anti-collision lights, landing lights. Static isolation valve is in the normal position. Bleeds are set. AFCS modes are showing GA, out select, and wings level. Caution panel is black and checklist complete. Traffic, Bendigo, Qlink 408 entering runway 17 to backtrack. Alright, all the lights are on. Cabin is seated. Traffic Bendigo, Qlink 408, rolling runway 17, departure to the left crosswind. Are you ready to roll? Spoilers to fly. $80 knots. V1 rotate. V2 positive rate, gear up. Climb power. And we're good with the flaps as well. Time is 45 exactly. Climb power set. Good to go. We'll start the turn. Traffic Bendigo, Qlink 408, turning crosswind, runway 12, climbing out of 3,000 feet on climb flight level 250. Now take nav. What time at Shepparton? 03. It's going to be a lot less than that because we're actually accelerating on the hour. Call it. Melbourne Centre, Q-Link 408, departed Shepparton, time 45, climbing out of 5,500. Direct Shepparton. We're on the wrong radio. Melbourne Centre, Q-Link 408 is left Shepparton, again, left Bendigo at time 45. Tracking direct to Shepparton, passing 7,000.
Q-Link 408, Melbourne Centre, g'day, you identified, cleared to Sydney via Talent, planned route, climb flight level 250.
Sydney via Talent, planned route, flight level 250, Q-Link 408.
Sorry, cleared via Shepparton.
Direct Shepparton, 408. Okay, autopilot in. Clear to flight level 25.
Melbourne Centre, Qantas 822, request Poly 7 X-ray arrival to Canberra.
Qantas 822, no problems. Your Starklands Poly 7 X-ray arrival and transition for runway 35. D7 flight level 250 and ready.
Poly 7 X-ray arrival.
10,000 feet, items. And checklist. Takeoff, landing gears up. Flaps are 0. Bleeds are normal and on. Climb power is set. And we are cleared into a flight level. Barrow set, 1013 set.
And Emirates 448, we're ready to go runway 35 at Canberra.
Emirates 448,
Ice protection not required yet.
Pressurization
Pressurization and
We've taken runway 35 and we'll call when airborne. Thank you.
Come on, come on, come on.
Compass 123.
I think it's gone.
Passing level.
Yep, it's gone.
My passing level is 310.
Compass 123, thanks. You're identified.
I'm amazed we're still connected to
Warren 7 Alpha arrival.
Anyway, we done. No return flight. Anyway, I guess I'll see you for GA around Australia on Wednesday. Catch ya.